how to be happy, a geographer's guide. Well, the first thing is the irony of being happy is you don't want to try to be happy. I think as a man, you shouldn't necessarily want to be happy all the time. I think that's the first mistake we make, is that we expect life to be like on some vicious drug bender where we're supposed to feel a certain way all the time. And frankly, the only people that should be happy all the time should be children and women. Um, we can have moments and glimpses of happiness, um, but to expect to be in a state of bliss is not possible. And frankly, you're going to be in for some trouble if you think that that's the way that you want to go about life. Because this is the thing, you're missing the point if you think happiness is sort of the gateway drug you need to sort of reach this state of bliss that I'm mentioning. The reality is, as men, we're shepherds, right? We're shepherds of the earth, shepherds of our flock. Okay, so you got to think about it like that. It's your civic duty. You're cosmically ordained to make those around you happy. I think that will make you more happy than finding that for yourself. So here's what you can do instead. You need to find meaning, pursue some sort of wicked goal, and create something from nothing. Because there's this idea that happiness, right? The way you sort of engineer happiness is your expectations versus your reality. And if your expectations are close enough to meet your reality, then sort of you reach sort of that equilibrium of happiness. Okay, and I tried that. I tried that several times. And I ended up just kind of hitting my head, because in the days that I wasn't happy, I was like, well, what am I doing wrong? And so I was always just getting into pleasure-seeking activities, which I think is very destructive for guys. I don't think that we should live in that sort of mindset, to think that happiness is sort of this final destination. Like I said, I think there's pleasure in the struggle, in figuring out who you are, in carving out a path, in looking back at all the things that you've been able to do and the things that you hope to do in the future. And I think that is the fuel that you need to get to the next level. Because the thing is, like, the happiness aspect of it is, it's very difficult to grasp. And so if you are under the impression that you're just going to wake up happy, satisfied, I think that's when people get depressed. That's when you start feeling like there is a void. So I think for me, I no longer look at happiness as like a place I want to necessarily be, or a state of mind that I want to be in for a long time. I think now more than ever, I bask in certain moments of pleasure and appreciation for all the little things that maybe perhaps I didn't have. And so it's not really about happiness no more, as it is about finding moments of happiness, and then understanding that everything in between it's okay if I'm having a bad day. It's okay if I'm not feeling my best. The point is to not notice a difference, right? You shouldn't be able to tell, or no one should be able to tell if you're having a good day or a bad day. It should just be that you're going to get through things regardless. I think that's the point. That's what you want to hold on to. But anyhow, I'm going to enjoy this beautiful view. Just kind of hang out with my thoughts. I had this other idea that had come to my mind that, and I had seen it somewhere, which is basically that you shouldn't trust any thoughts that happen indoors. So I'm really just trying to allow myself to have thoughts outside. And those are the thoughts that I want to sort of marinate on, chew on for a bit, and hold on to, right? More so than things that happen inside, but things that happen outside. But anyhow, I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one.